Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a Slumberhouse fragrance, and this was probably the best pick for Valentine's Day. I missed the mark on that one, but we're going to do it posthumously for Valentine's Day. This is Slumberhouse Sadanne. It is now discontinued, and it's one that didn't get a lot of hype because mostly the Slumberhouse hype goes to Norn and Sova and Keist and the really just rich, syrupy, dark fragrances. This isn't so. This is pink, and this smells exactly how it looks. It's discontinued. Like I said, I've already sprayed it on myself. I'm really trying to be conservative with sprays because you can't get this anymore. And I think the bottle is so interesting, and it's so much smaller than I expected. It's like Zoolander's cell phone size. Like, it's so tiny. 30 milliliters. But it's a beautiful little bottle. I like the metal engraving here and everything. Going into notes, note-wise, it's not that complex. It's strawberry, it's wine, it's ambergris, it's roses, and it's woody notes. And that's really it. And I don't like doing the whole note stuff because it's more about what I get on my channel, at least what I smell, rather than just what Fragrantica says in the notes. But that's the Fragrantica notes. On my skin, I get that strawberry. If you've smelled Cape Heartache by Imaginary Authors, I would not say it's similar. I would say this is a different strawberry. I would say it's less just candy sweet. It's less kind of lip balmy sweet. It's less kind of juvenile, like kind of a juvenile strawberry. This is a little more of a mature strawberry. It's hard to make a mature strawberry, but as mature as a strawberry can be, it is so. You get the wine in there. I'm going to hold off on the wine for a second. The ambergris, a lot of people say this is kind of a funky animalic. Sorry, I should be holding it this way rather than this way. It's a funky animalic. It's not to my nose. I don't get that, and I think it's everybody wears it differently, and I think that's what this case is. Some people get the ambergris more. Like, I get a little bit of that ambergris. Like, maybe a little, maybe it's like probably, it's like there with woody notes where it's like barely anything. It's more just supporting, enhancing the strawberry wine rose. That trio is what this fragrance is really about to me. The wine, let me talk about that. That's really what I like most about this fragrance is the wine. There aren't many wine boozy fragrances out there. It's mostly like whiskey or cognac, darker liquors, not kind of something more of the vine, like wine, like a grape boozy, which is really interesting. And it's kind of like a white, pink wine. Let me start off by saying I am not a sommelier. I am not a wine expert, okay? But from what the wine I've smelled, this kind of strikes me as kind of like a pink or a white. It's not like a deep red wine. Which I think is fine, and just, you know, and that's really all there is to that color-wise, but I really like it because it is so different. There aren't many fragrances out there that use a wine note, and some people are like, oh, but that's so feminine. It's not, though. This is totally a unisex fragrance. Some people are like, oh, you know, the color and the notes, this is a female ladies fragrance. It is not. A guy can totally wear this. I'm totally serious. And this isn't me being like, oh, buyer's regret, I have to justify it. But no, I'm actually, it's a really good buy. It's the rose in there is really nice too. It's kind of a jammy, sweet candy rose. It's not a green rose. It's not, you know, fresh snipped rose. It's not like a fresh rose. This is something that sat for a while. It doesn't mean it's like a rotten rose, but this is kind of that jammy candy rose. You'll find in a lot of fragrances that aren't really kind of like pushing the rose barrier of like what is rose. Some really like to, you know, take one end of the spectrum or the other to really make an outstanding, unique rose. This doesn't do that. This is not like an outstanding, unique rose. It's just really good in combination with what's already in here. Strawberry rose wine. And that's really what it's about. The woody notes, maybe at the back, and that ambergris, maybe more than the woods, but not, it's not major. Nobody smelling you is gonna smell it. Like all they're gonna get is that strawberry, that wine with a little bit of rose. That's what someone else's nose is gonna smell at a distance. Only you are probably gonna pick up the ambergris if you're, even looking for it. This is a spring wear. This is a summer wear. This is a great warm weather wear. However, because it's discontinued, I'm going to be so light and conservative with it. It would have to be special for me to wear it because, what a lot of people do is like, they'll just, sit on their slumber house, on their dragon pile of them and just resell them later on. I don't think I'm going to do that with this. I don't think the $50 I could make flipping this or $100 if I wait a couple of years, I don't think that's worth it to me. I would rather just enjoy the fragrance because it is special. It is unique. It's very romantic. If you have a special person in your life, if you're a guy and you want to get this for a lady, this is a great pick for a lady. I think there's maybe like 2 bottles left in existence anywhere. So it's not something you can just get. This is just something for posterity, Slumberhouse posterity. Great fragrance. Different. I don't have anything like it in my collection at all. This is kind of a standalone niche of the fragrances, kind of that wine rose sweet. This is probably the most feminine I own. But it's not a bad thing. I like it. It's very unique. Anyways, that's what I have to say about Sadanne. I enjoy it. Slumberhouse fans, you got to smell them. You got to catch them all, Slumberhouse fans. You got to smell them all. This is definitely one you can't miss. Just because it doesn't get a lot of hype does not mean you can skip it over. There are so many gems that have just come through the Slumberhouse line. People are like, oh, if it's not Norn, it's nothing. Not Nerf, it's nothing. Not Norn. It's like you're missing out. And but more for me then. But that's all I have to say about it. Until next time.